Hello techies, welcome to IT Tech Solution. To continue with the PySpark learning series, today we will see one another very important function called as union by name. So let's see what union by name is and what is its importance. So I'll just create one Spark session first. So what union by name does is in the normal union when we combine two data sets, and let's say if the two data sets or the two data frames has different structures, then in that case what union does is it will simply blindly combine the two data sets and it will give us incorrect results. I'll show that in demo how does union behaves when the two data sets are different or having different structure. So first of all, I have created a Spark session. Now if you see, my data 1 is just like name, salary and department, and data 2 is department and then salary and then name. So the structure for these two data frames are different. Let's just create these two data frames and then we will see how union behaves first. Okay, so I'm just creating these two data frames. I'm just creating data frame using create data frame function, and I have just printed these two data frames. So let's see data frame 1. So first data frame, as you can see, its structure is name, salary and department. The second one is department, salary and name. Now if we use union to combine these two data frames, it will combine, but it will give us incorrect results. Okay, so I am just doing union df2 with union df1. So what happens, the first df that we are taking, right, it will take that structure. So it will take the structure as department, salary and name, and it blindly combines the two data frames. So here you can see this is name, salary and then department, but that name is coming under the column department, which is incorrect. So this structure it has taken directly from the first data frame whichever we mentioned. Let's say if I mention df1 union df2, in this case what will happen, it will take the base structure of df1 and then it combines the second data frame from that. So it will combine under name, it will have department IDs from the data frame 2. So I have again executed this union command here. So you can see this time it's taking the structure as name, salary, which is the first one, and under that it is copying the data from data frame 2, and it is giving us incorrect result. So to overcome this, we don't have to restructure entire data frame and all. What we can do is we can use union by name. Okay, and what union by name does is it does a union, but it checks the column names. So it combines the data frame using column names. So it will combine name with name. It just don't combines the data frame positionally. It takes the name into consideration and then it combines it. So I'll just read it out. In PySpark, union by name function is used to combine two data frames based on column names rather than their positions. Okay, so this is useful when you have what I explained is data frames with the same or overlapping column names but in a different order. Okay, so unlike union, which requires the two data frame to have the same schema and order, column order, union by name can combine data frame as long as they have matching column names. Okay, so let's just do the same thing using union by, and then we'll run this. So our data frame 1 and data frame 2 have different structures. We have just now seen that. So I'm just running this. Let's see what output it gives. This time it should give us the correct result and not the department under the name, under the column name. Okay, so here we can see the result is correct. Under the name column we have only the names, it is not jumbling up with department and name. Okay, so this is handled by union by name function. Okay, now another thing is, let's say another condition, if in my data frame 2 we have some additional columns also. Okay, so let's say we have a fourth column called as bonus. So in that case what will happen, how this union by name will join them. So I should get a fourth column out of this combined data set, and that additional column should have the additional values in it. So let's just create a second data frame, again data 2. This time I'm adding a fourth column here, which is bonus. I'm calling it as bonus. So let's just create this simple data frame and then let's print it out to see the structure of that data frame. Okay, so I have just executed this. Now we can see we have a fourth column here called as bonus. Now what happens if I combine with df1? Df1 has only three columns, which is name, salary, and department. Let's just run this and let's just try to get the union by name. Okay, so let's just run this. It throws an error. Okay, and what it says is union can only be performed on inputs which has same number of columns. So what is happening? Union by name is expecting both data frames should have equal number of columns. So to handle that, what we can do, we can include a parameter in our union by name. Okay, and that will handle the missing column from one of the data frames, right? So what we can do, we can simply add additional parameter allowing missing columns equals to true. So what it will do, it will still allow the missing columns, and from data frame those values for those for that column will be marked as null. So if we see in data frame 1 we didn't have the column bonus. So what will happen? It will take these two values, but the bonus column it will mark them as null. And in our data frame 2 that we just now created, we already have bonus, so it will still be there in that combined. So other two records will be coming as null for bonus column, and for these two it will have the actual values. So let's just run the same command. I'll run, but I'll just give that additional parameter comma allow missing columns equals to true. Now the same data frame I'll let's just combine and then let's see what result it gives us. Okay, so let's just run this one. So this time it should not error out and it should handle it because we have given this additional parameter, and the additional column should come as null for data frame 1. So you can see this is coming from data frame 1 which didn't have the bonus column, so it's putting as null there, and the other two columns are coming from data frame 2 which already had these two values for bonus. So this way union by name can be used to handle these kind of unions where the structure is different. So I hope it was useful. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel so that you can keep getting the updated videos. I'll see you in another video. Until then, have a nice day. Bye bye.